Right, hey guys, welcome to week one of the fantasy football season. I thought I was going to do a quick YouTube video or series this year just to kind of track my fantasy football progress because I played my first season last year. Seem to remember having some insane playoff run after starting the season like 0 and 7, 0 and 8. So this is more just like document how season two goes, if I've learned anything from dedicating a ton of weekends to just watching pretty much every single football match last year. So I guess we'll start. We did the draft last week. I say last week we did the draft on Friday. It's Thursday now. We're about 5 hours away from the first game. I keep looking over there for my camera, but it's actually over here. Yeah, so we're about 5, 6 hours away from the first game. I'm actually going to be asleep, so I'm probably not going to get to watch the game until Friday night. Um, but super pumped. Ravens v Chiefs, awesome way to start the season. Um, I got 12th pick in the draft, which was just so fucking unlucky. I think I was supposed to be picking like seventh or eighth based on where I finished last year, and then we decided to go random. And I was actually happy with going random because there was a better chance of me getting a better pick. But yeah, sod's law. I ended up with 12 pick, which meant in some ways it was cool because I got to do two picks back to back, but in other ways it was horrible because I had to do two picks back to back. And later on, like the deeper we got into it, it actually got way more difficult when I was trying to look for plays with potential upside or going into rounds where I was going to have to wait a significant period of time, and it kind of happened to me on QB. There's a significant period of time between my picks, meaning that you know essentially everyone in the league could almost double pick a position before I had a chance to react. So I got caught out pretty hard on QB, which happened last year as well. So I ended up overreaching on my defense, and yeah, ended up with some weird shit. So I'm not going to take you through every team. There's going to be a breakdown of all the teams that come out there. So let me just go to. Can I just look at my team actually? My roster? No, that's everyone's roster. I get if I go to my lineup, right? Submit lineup. This will probably tell us. So I got pick 12. So actually, I got JT as my first pick, uh, and Shaquan Barkley for my second pick. I did go super heavy on running backs like I did last year. It would have gone okay last year if Nick Chubb didn't have his knee explode and Rogers' Achilles went like within like 3 or 4 plays. So season one was an absolute disaster injury wise. And I also made some pretty bad picks early on. I think overall my draft is a little bit better this year, but it's not perfect. So QBs, we got Tua. He was the first one I grabbed, and then my last QB was like my pick 14 or something like that. Pretty much everything was gone, so it was kind of Russell Wilson or no one really. I'll have a look at the waiver wire at the end of this. We can maybe look at who I try and pick up. Running backs, I'm really happy with this. So we got Shaquan Barkley, Ezekiel Elliott, that was my fourth running back I took. I took him thinking he was going to be the like third down goal line back, but actually I saw a depth chart yesterday and he's actually showing us the lead back for Dallas. I don't know if that's right or wrong. He's projected pretty low, but the projections can be out. And if I've got four good starting running backs, that'll be pretty sweet actually, pretty strong position. Um, I also tried really hard not to fuck myself on bye weeks, which is something that happened massively last year. And I think Arna, who's in our league, I think he's got like quite a few players off week 6 or week 9. I'll need to double check, but it's one of the two. Um, so yeah, Shaquan Barkley, Elliott, Najee Harris had like a weird season. So he scored really low in some games and then awesome in others, just really inconsistent. But I'm hoping with the QB situation now at Pittsburgh. They might be able to have a bit more success on the run. So I had the choice at this round. I think this was like round 8 or something like that, maybe a little bit earlier. I had the choice over Najee or Gus Edwards, and Gus Edwards like saved my season last year, so it was really hard not to pick him up. But went with Najee. JT, obviously first pick, super pleased with him. Back from the injury now. He came back last year after I think a few games. I actually traded for JT as well. And then he injured his thumb, so he ended up missing a few more games. And then he came back, and he was okay. But I'm expecting, like, now he's properly healthy. I'm expecting a good season from him. He's got Anthony Richardson back as well, so he's not relying on Minshew. So hopefully that should give him some more options. Wide receivers, I don't know how I feel about these. I've either picked amazingly or terribly, and I'm still trying to work it out. I need to see what these news articles are. Actually, I assume Rashee Rice has had some kind of multi-car pile up again or something. But yeah, I'll double check that in a minute. So we got Metcalf as our first wide receiver. Then we went Waddle. We had to reach a little bit for him, but he just wouldn't have been there the next time round. Because again, for me, it was 2 picks, and I'd have to wait 22 picks, and then I'd get 2 picks, and yeah, so I had to reach on a few players. Rashee Rice, again, as long as he's not in prison, I'm hoping he gets a pretty good season. I'm not starting him against Baltimore just in case. Yeah, just in case, especially after the Chiefs started super slow last season. Not worth the risk. And then Romeo Doubs, there's a chance he has like a really decent year. Jordan Love looked awesome. Love was a QB that I picked up off the waiver wire last year and did really well. So I'm interested to see how the sort of wide receiver room works out in Green Bay. Might have got an amazing pick here, or he might be the first guy that we drop. But considering he's my worst wide receiver, if I look at my team last year, the core of them are much, much better. Um, Tight end, I left these pretty late. I'd always planned to pick up Pat because I thought he'd go quite low. There's a good chance that Russell does quite a few dump offs to him, might get some points there. And then I grabbed Luke Musgrave purely because I'm a big believer in Jordan Love, and I feel like a target on that team, he'll pick up some points for sure. Um, Kickers, don't really care about kickers. And then defenses, I got the Ravens, had to take them early. Don't know how I feel about running them against the Chiefs, if I'm honest, week 1. But, you know, Jacksonville are playing Miami. I think Miami are going to put a ton of points on Jacksonville. So there's no way that I would start them. I was hoping to run the Ravens all season, and then week 14 I was going to pick whoever was playing the Patriots. I was going to try and pick them up as my second defense, but because that worked quite well for me last season. But unfortunately, they've got to bye that week. So yeah, that's me stuffed. In terms of like submissions, we get 1 QB, 2 to 3 running backs, 2 to 3 wide receivers, so 2, and then the flex is either between running back, wide receiver, or tight end. It's not PPR, so it's you got to go get 10 receiving yards or 10 rushing yards to get a point. I'm hoping Waddle has a decent game against the Jags. I'm hoping he gets a couple of TDs. Round 1, if I have a look, is go to game day. I'm still getting used to this website. I'm the underdog in this, as I was last year. And Jimmy's got an awesome team. I played in week 1 last year. He's got Josh Allen. The underdog basically comes from Josh and Tua, the difference there. I'm not certain how well Josh is going to get on week 1. I'm saying this now, I'm probably going to lose because Josh gets like 45 points, and he did that to me mid-season as well last year. But losing Diggs could be pretty big for him. So I'm super interested. This game I think is going to make or break our week. That Buffalo, Arizona. He's got James Conner, pretty cool running back. Kenneth Walker from the Seahawks against Denver. Kyron Williams. This is This one I'm a bit eyebrow raising on. Obviously, was their lead back last season, had a great year, but struggled with injury. He's also been declared the punt returner or kick returner, one of the two, maybe both. Um, for the Rams, and also they have also drafted pretty much like a clone player of him. So I'm hoping for Kyron's sake that he gets a lot of touches, but he might actually be on reduced duty. So I guess we'll see after week 1. Mike Evans, good receiver. Pickens, decent receiver. But I'm hoping that Steelers are going to use the ground a hell of a lot more than their wide receivers, because obviously we've got Harris. David Njoku, I really like David as a player. The last time I checked, and we'll check the rosters page actually, I think both of Jimmy's tight ends were questionable for this week. Let's have a quick check of that actually. Oh, got the hiccups. Oh yeah, team name How I Met Your Mother. Love it. Okay, no, they're both okay. Yeah, both of these guys were shown as questionable, but they're both okay to play. Damn, 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 damn. Don't care about the kickers ever. And then Chiefs defense. Go against. So we've actually got the head-to-head matchup here as well, which is pretty cool. I'm feeling like I've got a chance here. Jimmy's obviously really good, but I don't know. I know I'm the underdog. I think I've got a chance of winning this one, starting off with that W. I can't see anyone on his bench that he's going to put in last minute. Maybe Zamir, but probably not. And I am tempted to make this change, but I don't know. I don't know against the Ravens. I'm going to think about it after this video, but I'm pretty sure that my lineup's not going to move now. So yeah, that is pretty much. Oh god, thank God those ads aren't embarrassing. Hey, that could have been a rough one. Yeah, so that's pretty much week 1. I'm not going to go and review all the teams 'cause I know Jack Bull's doing that. I don't want to steal his thunder there, but I am going to document my own season. I will do another video probably Tuesday evening, and I'll look at when's the waiver wire actually. My league, league calendar. So I'll probably do injury report, games, waiver wires. Oh, I'll probably do videos Wednesday. Yeah, I'll probably do videos after that first waiver wire has been processed, because obviously I'll be talking about who I'm looking to pick up and stuff, so I don't really want to put that out there. So yeah, next video will be Wednesday. Good luck everyone in the league. Hope you do well, and yeah, let's enjoy the season. See you soon, guys.